start this off by saying I don't hate the military. I don't hate anybody that's serving in the military. I don't hate anybody that's been deployed. And I think that even the protesters out there don't hate the military. I think there's a rage and an irritation because we know that we're not being listened to, and that no matter what we do, we're watching the empire just go further and further into the shit. I think there's a frustration when we look at with the COVID pandemic, what we had for a moment with the working from home and things like that, and that we could have had this a long time ago. I think there's a frustration when you look at this stuff and you realize that, you know, money could have been spent on certain things, but instead we're spending the money dropping bombs in the desert. So I was fueling. I don't like to go to Love's. I don't like to go to any big truck stop chains because I'm gonna explain to you why. I go to Speedway whenever I can. Speedway is a little bit. It's really a gas station. They're not really truck stops. And you go to a truck stop, guys will be parked in the fuel pumps, taking a shower. Got them parked at the fuel pump. They're in there getting something to eat, standing in line, 15, 20 minutes. I'm serious. So, you know, what I do now is, especially when I'm bobtailing, I go to a gas station, go to Speedway. So today I couldn't. Today I got some other stuff I got to do on the end of my day. So let me go ahead and fuel now, because I was at a half. Fuel now so I don't get in trouble. Going to fuel, there's like 20 military vehicles in a line, in a row. And then there's some other trucks and people, like I said, sitting at the pumps. They're not even in the trucks. They're not doing anything. So what I do, I'll sit on the back so I can pull into any of them. People are running around me trying to get to the pump, parking, just trash. Thinking to myself about those trucks, those military personnel. And it's weird that I don't feel no pride looking at them people. And I would never say this because in America, when you question the military, when you question warfare, when you question all that, you are in effect insulting people. It's kind of like talking about critical race theory and racism. When you do that, just talking about it, people get mad. That's how you understand how radically far right America really is. That we can't even have these discussions without people talking about they died for our freedom. You hate the military. You hate America. Like that's how you know that that's BS. I got to thinking to myself, you know, these guys are getting ready to go to Iran. They're getting ready to go another war. I seen them soldiers. I didn't feel no anger. I didn't feel no rage. And I'm like, that wouldn't have done nothing stupid. I didn't feel nothing, you know, like that. But I did feel that looking at those soldiers, you're also looking at, in the uniforms, in the vehicles, all of that, you're looking at what could be. You're looking at monies and budgets that could be better allocated to serve our communities. And instead, we're just getting ready for the next war. I mean, I don't hate these troops, but I do look at them and I feel like we fought a 20-year-long war on the basis of a lie. And we're getting ready to do it again. All signs point to we're getting ready to do it again, buddy, pretty soon. And I don't feel no pride. I feel a sadness. I honestly, I feel a sadness looking at these men and women, and to where I don't even want to look at them. Not that I feel like I'm better than them, because I'm not. Because I could have been one of those guys. Not that I hate them, because I don't. They're people like me and you. But a deep sadness, because you're gonna die in a country most Americans can't even find on a map, in a war that most people won't even remember, on a hill that no one even cares about. And they'll drape you in the flag, and they'll hold the flag, and they'll give the flag to your wife, your mother, your family, and the war will go on. There was a time where I looked at the weathermen, because I've matured, I've gotten older, and I thought the weathermen and SDS, I thought that was just so extreme, it was wrong, it was immoral. And as I've gotten older and as time has progressed, I don't feel that way. I would never do it. I would never do it. But looking back at Vietnam and understanding what LBJ knew, the war was not going well, that McNamara had told them that the war was lost, and they kept fighting. Like, there is a certain sense, to me at least, that if they won't act appropriately, maybe a stronger measure, a stronger approach is necessary. Not by me, but I'm just saying for others. I understand it, I get it. And I wish I could say that America has progressed, and that's not. I feel honestly, a deep embarrassment to know that we are the vagabond, we are the warmonger, we're the marauder, and we're getting ready to do it again, and it's sad. And then you look at all the people that came back, legs blown off, you know, people that committed suicide, people with all kind of mental problems and stuff like that. It's like I don't feel no pride looking at that uniform. I feel more pride looking at other nations' uniforms, and that's just something that, as I've gotten older, I feel that way. It's just a deep embarrassment as to American foreign policy, as well as to where we're going, where we've been. A deep embarrassment. I don't know. You know, I don't know. I don't feel any better with Joe Biden. I don't feel any better that Joe Biden is going to maybe slow things down, because I realize now that America, like, we have these foreign policy objectives that happen no matter who's in presidency. Period. It's just real. It's what it is, man. Foreign policy objectives, they will remain the same no matter what I think, no matter what you think, you know. Anyway, I like to if I'm wrong, you know, but I mean, once again, I look at those soldiers and it's like I see dollar signs almost. You know, like, you know, yeah, like thugs, they'll see people, they're like, this person, I can take them, I can cheat them. That's how I feel about the military. Like, I'm looking at them the opposite, not as something taken advantage of. I'm looking at them as, this shouldn't be, you know, that this is money we be spending on climate change. And at this point, when I discuss climate change, I'm not speaking as to something being done in a legitimate fashion. I'm simply speaking to hardening up, spending the money on like hardening up and preparing our resources, preparing our infrastructure for much hotter summers and things like that. That's what I'm not. I have no hope that we're going to be able to avert it. We're not. We're already in it now. And so when I see the military members, I see the military budget growing every year, that's money that could be better spent on infrastructure and on things of that nature. Thank you for listening.